So today I'm going to be reviewing these. These are the SOUNDPEATS Q35 HD. Why have I gone for these? Well, main reason I went for these is because these were third on the list of cheapest IPX8 certified waterproof headphones. Previous to this, through Amazon, I tried two other kinds of headphones. Both of them were garbage. First one I sent back immediately because it said IPX8 on the listing. When I received it on the box, it said IPX5, so that's not going to cut it when it comes to water. IPX8 means that it can be submerged for a significant length of time. The idea with these is the main reason is I want to swim with them. I hate swimming, but it's really good exercise, and I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone, do a good swim and listen to an audiobook. So that's the reason why. The other pair I ordered were a little bit more expensive, so I went really cheap, garbage. I went a little bit higher, took them in the water, one ear cut out immediately, and because they were like touch sensitive, like finger touch sensitive, as soon as they got wet, they were on, off, stop, start, on, off. It was a nightmare. So this is the third attempt to get the SOUNDPEATS. And it says on the box IPX8 waterproof, so there we go. Let's have a look. In the box, that, some QR codes, as if you'd want to follow them on Facebook or whatever. Seems pointless to me. Let's have a look. That's all we got. These are a little pack of ear pads, ear plugs, different styles, different sizes. A couple of clips there, I think. Yeah, so you got a few different pieces. Take your pick of what you want and all this kind of stuff. Wow, it's quite a lot. I guess these are for if you're not using them in the water, and these would be for if you're using them in the water. Alright, that's that lot. Get that out of the way. And then what do the headphones look like? We've got a wire. Yeah, and these are also just an easy way to charge as well. In a box, 24-month warranty, very generous. The gift card, oh! And then instruction manual. Alright, let's have a look at these. Alright, pretty solid looking, quite steady. And this is what I wanted to see, I wanted to see actual physical manual buttons that you press with a click. Otherwise they're going to be this touch nonsense. They're going to be going off and on in the water. They magnetically click together. Pretty good. And that's a different, yeah, okay, so I get it. So that covers the base of the unit, and then you have a different attachment that you stick on top of that for different kind of ears. Right, so the best thing to do is get up, get into the pool, give them a go. So I'm not going to pair them until I get to the pool. I'm going to do all that live. Alright, headphones. I'm going to try and pair them. So first off, is to stick them into pairing mode. Right, apparently for this, all you do is you press and hold power on until it turns on to power on. It goes automatically into pairing mode. Let's find out. Power on, let's see. Check off on. Do not drop the phone. Headphones are waterproof. The phone isn't. So it doesn't say pairing mode, it just automatically goes into pairing. I am connected. First off, let's just check some sound. Let's get a bit of a tower. Sounds alright, it's a little bit tinny. I don't know whether I need to go into my equalizer and make a few changes. But the main purpose of this, I'm not doing it to listen to music, I'm doing it to listen to books when I swim. So probably if you're, I mean, these weren't that expensive. If you're looking for a really good pair of headphones sound-wise, these aren't them. They're respectable. There's a bit of range in there, probably needs a bit more bass, but like I said, I might be able to change it. But for books, the main test is range. How far can I go in these things? How does it hold up? And how is it in the water? So let's just do some swimming and find out. Right, moment of truth. get in the water, it cuts off the music, and as soon as it comes out, it starts off again. So I'm not really sure what the point of these things is. So as I discovered that Bluetooth only works for underwater for a couple of inches, and that's why they kept cutting out every 2 seconds, and it would start straight away. And that's why it works when I put it at the top, the back of my head as well. So it's funny because I didn't see this in any of the materials in terms of researching underwater headphones. It's only when I looked at stuff for people like, you know, triathlon people, you know, do long distance swims, all this kind of stuff, that I find any information about some of the things they've done. So the thing with these, if you want headphones for specifically underwater swimming, going deep underwater, what you will need is waterproof headphones with a standalone unit attached to the headphones that you can load songs onto, that doesn't rely on Bluetooth. I think just general pool swimming, as long as you don't get out of range, the range on these headphones is pretty good, and also sound quality is better than I thought as well. Having listened to it downstairs, actually better than I thought, so it's pretty good. Now, an addition I made as well, because what I found is that I like to swim with a snorkel and put my head in the water to reduce neck ache, but by doing that it also meant that this would get submerged. So I attached it to the top, which involved me putting the headphone upside down, and they were, you know, in and out my ears. So what I did is I got some earplugs, cut them off, drilled a hole in it, and stuck this on into the hole there. It actually makes a big difference. It doesn't come out as much, because that was the second issue. One was being submerged, and two, the second issue was once it gets wet, water gets inside, although it can take it, it reduces and loses the sound quality. So I want to try and keep the inner ear as dry as possible. There is another solution. There's something called fitgoo, and it's a little dab you put on your headphones, stick it in your ear, and it's meant to keep it watertight and stop it coming out. You can get that pretty cheap. Right, so overall, pretty good. Range is good. This is like a 12-metre pool, 10-metre, 12-metre pool. Doesn't cut out at all. Good if it stays out of water, so if you're doing your high chin out of the water kind of stuff, it won't be an issue. Underwater, anything below a few inches, cuts off. Sound quality, pretty good for the price. These are really cheap, and they are waterproof. They've been totally soaked, water's gotten inside, shake it out, dries off, no problem. So overall, pretty good, pretty pleased, despite my little modifications. Alright, some moderate success. The way I've attached this is turned it upside down. I've got this hanging attached to the back, and as long as I don't go all the way underneath, it seems to be okay. But if I go like a 2 foot down or a foot down, instant cut off. So not ideal, but at least it works.